the process I was going on, and I was like, oh, this is really cool. I think this is, and now I'm not sharing screen. I think this is really what they were trying to show us um, in the certification, and it was going so fast, I was not able to grasp it. So I'm looking at this giant idea generator thing, okay? And I think I've shown you all this, so just kind of roll with me here. So I'm building this, and it's your big. Oh, I need to change that to giant idea. So it's trying to get your big idea, and it's asking you all these questions on the side, and it helps you come up with your big idea, which is like a business brief. And I did it for several different companies, and then I did it for me for an idea that I have, and it did a really good job. I was able to use this stuff to continue moving. So then it was like the process just started rolling, and I was like, oh, I get this. I get how this works now. So Terrence's company, 1000 AIX, I want to give credit where credit is due. This is exactly where I started. So instead of going through his process the exact way, I kind of reversed some steps, and then I was like, oh, this would be great for other people to use. So I was starting off with a big idea, and then I was like, I don't have all the information I need. I don't really know my niche. I don't really know what I'm good at sometimes. I just know me. So I need somebody who's not me to look at me with a non-judgmental eye and tell me. Now, y'all are great in the mastermind. Joey's amazing, but it's still got to come. It's great when y'all know how it is. When it comes from a perfect stranger, you're like, oh, all of a sudden you hear it. So I go into Chat GPT, and I don't think I have that pulled up yet. And hopefully it'll pull it up just real quick. And I did the Ikigai niche exploration. So I had it ask me the 13 questions. Now, this is the only part I did in Chat GPT. And it goes through asking you one at a time, 13 questions to help you focus on what your niche would be, what your skill set is. And it does it through a series of 13 questions, which are right here, which is what he gave us. So I have not built this part in the app. This is the next part I need to do. So I did that. Once I had all the information from Chat GPT here, it gave me my information. Let me go to the bottom here. So this is what it gave me. It was like, okay, here's your business brief. Big idea, target market problems, how this idea solves their problems. Here's the transformation you're bringing them through. Here's your proof points and differentiators. Here's your call to action. So regardless if this is a 10 out of 10, I was like, good enough, let's go. So the next step was to find the big idea from this. Is everybody tracking still, or am I?
Yeah, I'm following.
Okay, cool. Okay, so then I go and I have this big idea generator. So now it asks me questions. What industry are you crafting this giant idea for? Who's your current ideal client? All this information I had now because I could pull it from here. Like I was like, oh, I don't know who my client is. And then I just came up here. I was like, oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. And so then I go to the next step, which was the big giant idea, like I'm showing right here. So I put all that information in. It gives me all of this. And I was like, okay, now what? So now you need to figure out and empathize with who this client really is. So then I go into, do I have multiple ones pulled up? No, I don't. Let me duplicate this real quick so I can go back and forth. Duplicate tab, wonderful trick that's super simple and will save you so much time. So then I went into Ask Alex, because Alex is a marketing specialist and I want that niche. I want that information along with general information. Let's see, how do I change the back? Let's see if I can do it. Mom's AI Toolkit, here it is. So then I go up, and now that I have all that information, I ask him, hey, can you help me? Oh, wait, no, sorry. It starts right. My apologies. I did this on a thread that was already opened. Okay, here we go. I say, hi, Alex. I've created a giant idea around integrating AI tools to generate income, time freedom, and better health with single moms/parents. Can you please suggest 5 potential names that would make this unique and valuable? And then I took the big idea straight from here. I copied this and then just dumped it right in there. So then that's all of this coming through. It gives me, okay, you can call it this, you can call it this. Gave me some ideas. I was like, yeah, not crazy about those. Can we get 5 more? Gives me 5 more. I'm like, okay, cool. Can you create an image that embodies these names, suggestions, please? It gave me this. I was like, I don't really like that. So then, and because I kind of needed to visually see this. So then I go into hyper realistic images because I love hyper realistic. Hero images is really good too, especially for evoking an emotion, they say. So I go into hyper realistic images. I thought I started another project. No, I guess I didn't. I just kept it in here. And I think my prompt was something like moms or a group of women sitting around a cozy kitchen with a friendly AI. I think that's all I put. And it gave me all of these. And so it was kind of getting closer and closer. And I was like, okay, I kind of like these. I ended up really liking this one the most. So now I've kind of got an image. I've got something I can use. Gives me a visual. Is this useful so far, everyone?
Yep.
Okay. Then I went, let's see. I want you to use Mom's AI Toolkit. That's what I called it. I want you to write a powerful client-facing description of this product that would appear in a brochure or website. I want you to pull in the variables from this product and brief and create something that would be attractive to the client. So then it goes and it creates, like, this would be my funnel or my web page here. This is all the information I would put on it. And I would, put that all into my AEO stuff, but that's like a whole nother thing. So then I say, that's okay, babe. So then I say, you're a professional expert copywriter who specializes in video script describing products. Create a compelling video script for this product in the first person from Suzanne. So then it gives me kind of like, okay, I'm going to film a video, so I need this stuff. So it starts, so it does this. Then I say, I want you to act as a professional copywriter who specializes in evaluating scripts for effectiveness. Suggest some improvements that could be made to this script. And then it does the improvements right here. So I'm getting kind of like the social media posting that I'm going to do. I'm getting that information. Now I know I'm eventually going to have to put this on a teleprompter. So I'm like, rewrite this script based on these suggestions and leave out all the descriptions, screen narration, and cues. I just want the actual script so I can pop it into a teleprompter. And by the way, these prompts I have, y'all, I took straight from Terrence. So yeah, so that's
these are all in that workbook, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, this is actually on a video, and I had to like rewind, pause. It's in one of his training videos, and so I couldn't find these prompts in his script, but maybe they are in there. So then it does that, cleans it up a little bit. So this is something I could put into like a free teleprompter thing so I can film my video. Now, this was the cool part. I want you to create an avatar for a single mom or single parent for this program. This would be a real person with a real family situation. I want to know what they're thinking about themselves, what the challenges are, what internal thoughts they are having. So now I'm going into, okay, I really needed to connect with this one person and empathize. So it gave me Jessica, who's freaking adorable. Background, age 34, occupation, part-time job, administrative assistant, 2 kids, ages 5 and 8. Daily challenges, internal thoughts and feelings, motivations, goals. So I was like, okay, cool. Then, now this is awesome. Terrence gives you gold on this one. I want you to create a 300-word emotional journey entry for Jessica on a very bad day when she is at one of her worst points. I want to peek at what she's saying to herself. What's the conversation she's having in her head? Oops, how she feels, she looks to the outside world. Please provide me with this emotional journal entry. So I read this and it literally brought me, like, my eyes started watering. I was like, oh my God, I can remember this. I can remember feeling exactly like this. And we all have bad days, but it was like, oh my gosh, I feel her. I really feel her. Then, so now I've empathized with like her pain. Okay, now create a 300-word emotional journey entry for Jessica 60 days after she's used my product and has had a transformation, feeling like having more energy, feeling confident and better about herself, having a complete meaningful transformation because of this product. So then it goes on and it says, oh, all the great things that she's feeling, because transformations are about feelings, really. So I went through that whole process to show you that and also I thought I should build apps that walk you through this process. Regardless if Terrence has done it or anyone else has done it, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it in my style. And any of us could do this. Any of us could use this. I thought it was so useful. And the reason I kind of wanted to show you like the high 30,000 foot view of this is how we can create apps kind of through a process like this. Not this exact process. Obviously, everyone's going to be different on your niche or what you want. But does that kind of make sense, why I'm going through this and how it can be useful, not just for us, because I was doing this for me, but how we could share this with, like, this could help out so many people.
Well, building this out as a 1, 2, 3 step-by-step set of apps that you go here, do this, go here, do this, go here, do this, and have it laid out step by step is probably the one thing that people have the hardest time with, is finding what it is that they want to do and who they're going to appeal to.
Right. What do y'all think of that? I agree, Joey.
Yeah.
I think it's great. I view it as a template for you do the hard work once,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can just start cloning it, and you're still offering the same level of service to each new client.
Mm-hmm.
But because it's going to be generated, it's going to look different each and every time. The results will look different every time, and it'll be more personalized for each client. So I think it's great. I mean, I view it as you're a construction company.
Mm.
You're building something once,
Mm-hmm.
and then you get to retire and just copy and paste from that point on. Now it's not that easy, but from a high level, that's kind of what. And it's not like your value goes down by doing that. So I like it.
The only thing that I would caution on is making sure that Terrence and them don't get pissed off if they see this,
So
because it's
funny,
taking their idea.
funny you say that, Tom. When I got the opportunity to talk to him, he's like pulling up the website. He's pulling up Passion to Profits, Alchemy Workshop. He's asking me about y'all. I'm telling him everything, and like throwing it all at him because I think I'm never going to see him again. And he says, he goes, you just need to tighten things up. He said, you're kind of like out here, and you just got to tighten things up. You got a lot of good stuff here, but you got to tighten it up. You know what, Suzanne? He goes, just go copy my framework. Literally copy it word for word. He goes, because you know what? We've all copied it from other people. We've all done it before. And he goes, put maybe your little tweak on it. But for right now, copy my stuff and you can do it word for word. He literally said those words. And then he was really cool. And he said, and then show it to me, like keep me updated. Send me some emails when you've got pieces of this done. And so I hear what you're saying, Tom.
Whole thought, yeah, it's the thought process of open source is they want it to be used.
Yeah.
they're the old model was I got to protect everything.
Right.
And when you have to protect everything, it's going to go squeeze right through your fingers. If you let it out,
yeah,
things will come back to you as a result that you can't imagine.
So we studied from a guy, Chris Duncan. I know we shared him with y'all and kind of went on about him ad nauseum probably for a little while, but he's really great. One of the first things he says is, all this stuff that I'm sharing with you, I had taken from other people. I've stood on the shoulders of other people. And one of those people is Colette Stryker. And another one is Dr. White something. I forgot his name, Joey. You're on mute.
Is it White Cloud?
Yeah, White Cloud. Very good. Yeah, good job, Joey. High five. It was, and he said that throughout the whole thing. He just kept mentioning that. As a matter of fact, Joey and I went and found Colette Stryker because of that. So I hear what you're saying, Tom, and I hear what you're saying, Sully. I think it is the new model. And I also want to be very upfront about the mentors who are helping us and who are guiding us. And that's really a note. That's noteworthy. So I'm glad y'all brought that up.
Yeah, no, and if you already had that conversation with them, so what I brought up is moot. I mean, you got
Well,
to go ahead from the man, so carry
if you
on.
remember,
Yeah,
Because this is great.
it's a moral and ethical question that you're asking, but they're saying it's okay.
Yeah.
absolutely, yeah. It is a moral and ethical question. Very good. So,
You know what? I'm also what about taking it one step further that as you're going through this, instead of having to go back and forth between screens and copying and pasting and that kind of stuff, is there a
mhm.
way to do it all in one? So it walks you right through and it refers back to those previous ones and keeps on going right through.
So people have asked that in the training calls. I do not have an answer to that question, and that's what they were asking. They were like, "Can we do this? Can we make this a seamless process so that people are not having to go back and forth?" Exactly what you just said. Let's brainstorm on that because I don't have an answer for that.
But
Well,
what it
I would
would be would
imagine
be
you'd be
taking
able
the
to create,
response.
yeah, create your own app to fit the way you want it to go through the process. I would
And
imagine.
it would have to take the results of previous responses from AI and integrate those into it. It would have to know a flow. It would have to, all right, it's almost like you're creating a program. If this, then this. If this, then this. Whereas it seems like most of what we're doing here is creating these apps that are interacting with the person, and then you're getting a one response back. It's not going down the rabbit hole on its own.
Yeah, I think that's true. But I mean, each time we go through this, I think we're going to see opportunities as it comes along and keep enhancing it. I mean, this is stuff that. How long did this take you
To build
to
that,
do? Yeah.
that's a great question because I kept getting up. I would say like a couple of hours because I was going through it
Okay.
and I was thinking
That's
through
all
it.
I. Yeah, that's all I needed to know.
Yeah.
6 months ago, it would have taken 2 months to do,
Yes, that's exactly
and
right.
it's amazing how we expect it so quick,
Yeah,
but it is so quick. But it is so quick compared to what it was after we met each other.
that's right.
And so, keeping that perspective, I think it's going to continue to accelerate. Oh, I know it's going to,
Yes.
and by playing in this, we're going to see the opportunities before other people do.
Yes. Responses in one app. And okay, is there a way to take the output from someone's responses in one app and automatically have them input into another app seamlessly? Um, uh, how do I say this, y'all? As if, or just like that, maybe just like that. Let's try that. Okay, can y'all see that?
Yep, I'm reading it.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay.
Then ask it how would you do that within the Deal.ai platform?
Hmm. I don't think that's what we're talking about right there. Okay. So use webhooks or APIs. That's what the answer is, I think. Leverage Zapier, similar tools. All right. So how do you connect? How exactly? How exactly?
Like a step by step. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Can you give me a step by step way to do this?
Can you ask it using Zapier?
Can I ask it how to incorporate Zapier?
Well, it sounds like it's saying that Zapier is a simpler way to do it rather than, because if you read up there, yeah, create as a oh, you got to do both. Okay, so you got to do either webhook and
Yeah.
Zapier.
Okay, this key will be needed. Okay, so the webhook or the API key, I think, is in your settings. Uh, let's see here.
What's the integrations there?
Yeah, I don't know what's going to show up on the screen, so let me just make sure.
Wow, what do you have in there?
All
Oh,
right.
lots of stuff, y'all.
And why haven't I seen it?
You don't want to see my search engine history.
Yeah.
Okay, so it shows my API key. That's also why I don't want to put it on there. Okay, so I can show you where to go, how to get that. Okay. Oh, let me change that because I don't want to show my API key.
Now the API key that you learned that in the training.
I knew that from high level actually.
Okay. All right.
So in high level, you had to use that, and I actually no, I learned that from AutoFunnel because I had to start connecting those. That was when I really got to learn it. I probably should have learned it in high level. I just wasn't quite advanced enough at the time. So if you want your API key, you go here to your person and under profile, when you click profile, it's going to put up a different screen and scroll to the all the way to the bottom and your API key is down there and you can just copy it or regenerate it. Yep. And then you're probably, yeah, you're going to have to, well, how would you do that in the apps though? App,
Oh, wait, did you just see the new announcement that's at the top of that screen?
let's go back.
You can now turn your white label into an AI website instead of an AI app platform.
Wow.
Oh, interesting.
That's cool.
I did
That's
not
actually
see
very
that.
cool.
That is. You can. Wow.
So
So
instead
did
of
we
bringing
waste
it
all
in
that
here to
time,
this type of
Joey?
dash,
To what?
I don't know. Maybe we
so
need to
instead of
look at
bringing
it
it into
and see.
this type of dashboard, now you can have it look like a website.
Well, that might
That's
make it easier to integrate too.
yeah.
Okay. Where did you go to? Was it customization? Joy free train. No, this is app layouts. Website layout. Oh, I'm afraid to push the button. Here we go. I'm gonna do it. Let's just see what it does, y'all. I can go back and change it, Joey. Don't worry.
And it's gone.
And it's gone.
Joey's like, damn it.
Right. And it's gone. Website layout from the drop down menu. So if you
So go look at it now.
yeah, I was about to say, let me go. Okay, alchemy workshop.ai. Oops. App.alchemyworkshop.ai. Oh, look at that.
Oh, how cool is that?
Okay, like a dashboard over here.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I get it. And then it just, okay. Let's see. Oh, that's cool. It just puts it all in this. Oh, it takes a step out. You don't have to keep going back. You can just click over here and get to. Okay, so it's faster. It's definitely faster. Interesting. Okay. All that work we did on those pretty labels, Joey, you can't even see them.
I know. Now you can't even see them.
Damn it. Wasted so much time. Okay. All right. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, since I haven't done any of the training or the certification, I'm not following any of the tech. I'm following the 30,000 foot concept, but it'll be something I can go back and take a look at with the recordings.
Well, that's you're coming from a point of view that everyone's going to have. Okay. Well, we can think about if we like this better or not. It is nicer to kind of scroll over here. You can move faster through it. I do like that. I think it looks prettier to have it the other way, though. I guess we should just ask people, what do y'all think? If y'all were coming in here and messing with it, which one would you want? Do you want it to look like this, or do you want it to look like this?
One or two?
One.
One coming in better?
Split test it. Split test it.
Well, I'm doing that right now. I'm looking for feedback right now. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm kind of liking one. I like the speed of and being able to close, to shrink that down and then
yeah. Well, they wouldn't have done it if people hadn't asked for it. Or they're still testing it right now. That might be what they're doing too. Then you take that off. Well, we lost our thing up here though. That's the you lose your banner if you do it this way.
Yeah, you also need to pick like a background or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a really cool background.
Right. So they haven't changed theirs, and maybe that's what they're doing. They're testing it out with everyone else. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go change it back real quick because I like the other way better.
Yay.
Yeah.
Not to change the subject, but on that the Black Friday deal, what's OnlyFamous.ai? I didn't see an app for that anywhere.
It's like OnlyFans with your clothes on.
Oh, perfect.
Right up your alley, Tom. You're like, dang
that's something I can get behind.
I worked out for
self-promotion.
OnlyFamous. It's like personal branding, and it's Terry's. So each member on this team, this is what I'm noticing. Each member on this team is releasing their own version through using only Deal.ai to do it. And Terry this is Only Famous is Terry's thing, and his is on personal branding, and just kind of like Book Daddy is Jonathan, and just like Darsh is the AEO thing, Pledge.ai. So they each have something. Let's see.
Yeah, but I've never seen that only Famous. I've never seen that app, or is that somewhere else?
You gotta buy it.
Terry promotes it. It's so Terry, the guy that does all the calls, it's one he built.
Okay, so he doesn't have it on this platform though. It's not like
no, it's separate. It's his own stuff. Yeah, yeah. It's but they advertise it all the time. There's Facebook ads out for it.
Oh.
Yeah.
So if you see your Deal.ai advertising, that'll pop up in it too, or right next to it usually.
What do you know about this Friday sale? What is it they're I don't even understand what it is that they're.
It's like everything for significantly reduced rate for a whole year, and I think
almost everything.
Do what?
Is it almost everything?
I think almost everything. It's only everything.
It's almost everything.
Yes. So I had a screenshot of it and I deleted it today. So
I've got it up if you wanted to.
Okay.
Or here, let me I'll put it in the chat.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go get water.
Okay, thanks.
It's really cool. If you can afford to do it, it's a hell of a deal. It gives you
And
book daddy. Do what?
it's for all of that stuff for 12 months.
Mhm.
So you don't have any monthly charge or anything. It's all there.
And you get access to everything, plus some other extra things. You get like boot camps. I know you get the only famous boot camp. You get the pledge boot camp. You get the AEO stuff. You get the book daddy, and I think he does a boot camp too. You get
Only famous is on
accelerator
there.
program. Do what?
Only famous is on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's where I first found out about it. That's why I was asking him what that was, because it's not an app icon on that desktop.
It's pretty cool for when he shows it, it looks pretty cool. I haven't used it, but like all the stuff, he really digs in deep. Like his apps, he's shown some of it, and his apps are pretty detailed and really break it down. He's a unique kind of character. So coming from his point of view would make you stand out, I would think. So
So
I
does
consider it an
this
incredible amount of value.
unlock all of the apps or it doesn't?
I think it does most of them. I still think there's some that are locked, I think. I
Okay.
don't have it.
What would be locked still? We need to find that out because
Yeah, I'd like to know.
they're saying everything. I don't think it's gonna. They didn't say everything, but did they?
No, they didn't.
Because you got to think, you have to, what's the one that you've got to, App Academy? No, that's not it.
AI
App
software
Wizard.
academy.
The personality thing,
Mhm.
Yeah. Personality and an app wizard.
AI personalities.
Mhm.
That I'm wondering if that unlocks it. Because if it does indeed unlock everything on here,
Mhm.
that is a really good deal.
It
with
is a good
other
price.
stuff.
Yeah.
Could we
If,
ask Alex
oh yeah,
right now and see if they can
should be able to.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll be happy to tell
What's
you.
in here, Alex?
Let's see. Oh, I don't want to go there. Nope. Does not.
So it's not-
Doesn't unlock the white label package or any other individual app or service package. You would typically need additional subscriptions like the enterprise AI software package.
So it's just the $39 a month for 1 year.
But you do get
But
Book
it gives
Daddy.
you more.
It does.
Yeah.
You get Book Daddy, which is like $54 a month or $45 a month. You get
It's $49 a month.
$49 a month. Okay. You get deal blah, 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 only famous, and you get pledge.
Yeah, that's a pretty good deal still.
Yeah. And
If
then
you're going to use all those, yeah.
if you're going to use them, yeah. Yeah. And then it's still a good deal because if you end up starting to piece this together, you're going to pay a certain amount every single month. So it kind of, yeah, I thought it was a good deal based on everything they were given. And if you actually go on one of their training calls, when they announce it there, they usually give you like something else extra in there because you're on the training call. Like they'll offer a couple of extra things in there that they're not offering on the web page.
Now, are they live training calls or recorded?
Both
Live.
the ones, yeah.
Mostly
So
live.
But I mean, what you're referring to are the live ones, though, right?
yeah, like right here, if you go on live training. And
Okay.
then, so like they just have one. This is why we were late for the meeting last week because we were on this one. They have it every Tuesday. And this is my time zone, so it's central. And then this is the one that Terrence does. And I don't think he's going to do the next one. I think Clifford's doing the next one, but he actually did the first one or this last one. And, the last one of those. And then they have the Sunday live training calls, and that's Alex. Alex actually hops on there and he does real life cases. He'll bring someone on who's actually using the platform and finding success and what's working for them or what they figured out. And then he'll go in and he'll teach something usually. And he's just a real bright guy. So it's cool just to sit there and even listen to him. And then I think they have them, where do they have them recorded? Where do they have them stored? I forgot where they have them
Right
stored.
underneath it. Right underneath it.
Right underneath it.
Yeah, no, go into live training.
Right here.
No, live training.
Whoops.
No, go into live training, and then it has a schedule at the top of the screen. If you scroll down, it has the recordings.
Oh, there you go. Perfect. Yep.
There
you go.
Okay.
Yeah. They're a little bit behind, but they do pretty good. They used to put them up pretty fast. I think they're getting a little
So
slower.
the next one will be tomorrow at 4.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Clifford's going to actually take an app and turn the app into, or supposedly this is what they're going to do. This is what they said last week. They're going to turn an app into a bot. So it's more conversational. So say like you do the 13 questions and I have it built like an app. He's going to build that in a bot. So it's just talking back and forth with you and then gives you the end thing. Kind of like just this, kind of like what I was doing with ChatGPT. It was just asking me questions one at a time, but he's going to go build it as a personality in the background. So
When I take the certification and all that in December, is there anything from a prep perspective now that you've all taken it that you would recommend I have before going to it?
Yeah, build your patience up for the second day. The first day's a lot, and the second day, just be patient with stupid people because there's a lot of people that just seem like they want attention on there.
I'd like to not be one of those contributing stupid.
You won't be.
What did they say? They said that having an idea. There was like a checklist. It was having your domain bot,
Mhm.
have your domain.
Mhm.
What was the other one?
That's a great question. I don't remember. I do remember that now that you're saying it. I'm like, oh yeah, now I remember that.
Yes.
I could probably go find
that
it.
paper here.
Yeah.
Because I think it's a couple weeks away, and I want to strategically figure out where I should most efficiently spend my time to get the most out of the training.
I think you're going to be good with what you got.
Yeah, I haven't really gotten into any of it yet, so I've got to start looking at.
Yeah, I'm just seeing domain setup, boot camp pre-op.
That's it.
Yeah. If you don't yet have it, so they recommend you get a domain, and then I don't have the pre-op page.
I will tell you this, that if you get your domain through the Deal.ai, it's hitting buttons. That is it. Now, if you get it through like Namecheap or Squarespace, wherever, you're going to have some of that. You got to program the DNS.
Yeah.
And that's where a lot of people, it was really slowing a lot of people down.
They as soon as they said that, you saw people's minds blow and they were beside themselves. What? What do you mean? You gotta do what?
And actually, I've done a lot of this stuff before, but it took me and Suzanne to get on a call together and kind of brainstorm, because it wasn't working for me because I was trying to make a subdomain and then connect it into Deal.ai. And then I had to, we had to work through that to get the C name and the A record listed what it was supposed to be in order for it to work.
Good.
And when he was trying to walk people through that, there were so many interruptions that he couldn't just go through the process to make it. Because
Right.
if people would have let him just go through the process and then
Yeah.
went back and asked questions,
Yeah.
it would have worked a lot better. But they were stopping him in the middle of it, and it was really convoluted.
Well,
Right.
I mean, maybe a learning for him is to say that up front. If you hold your questions, some of them are going to be answered anyway.
Yeah, they
Well, they
tried.
said they were doing the second day way different this next month, so that's
Yeah.
why they invited us back. They said, "Hey, this was kind of a clusterfuck, so
Okay.
we're gonna let you come back next month for free."
Okay.
Right.
Oh yeah, and what he said on here too is you got to get the white label subscription, your domain, and then your payment portal. So if you got Stripe,
Mhm.
integrate that ahead of time, and it'll be smooth sailing.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the good thing is, I think all of us are going to be on that.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
what was it? Was it 13th and 14th or something?
Let's see. What is either the 14th and 15th or it looks like it's the 13th and 14th. I think you're right. That's a Friday and Saturday. Oh, wait, was this? Yeah, it was a Friday and Saturday, y'all. Wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's the 13th and 14th in December. And then they do their regular calls on the 15th. So it's like a Friday, Saturday, and then you get the 1 hour call on the 15th. And y'all don't have
Now,
to get all those calls, but those calls are really great. I do have to say.
the 1 hour call on the 15th, is that, what time is that?
It is Sundays, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. But I think you and us
Okay.
are in the same time zone.
Okay, so that would be before I have to go to work because I do
Yeah,
work.
that schedule's in your app. You screenshot that thing and put it on your desktop or something, because we always forget it. We have to go back and look at it.
I need to enter that into my calendar.
Yeah.
Oh, look, see, hey, look,
Well,
the
I know.
calendar.
He's always telling me, he's like, just put it in your calendar. And I'm like, yeah, I know.
About that.
Yeah, right.
I need to do it.
My problem is I've got too many different damn calendars.
Yeah.
I do too.
So I just have a butt ton of like post-it notes all around here. And
That's me.
Yeah.
yeah.
And she
Except
does
mine
pretty
are
good with it
mine are
too.
sheets like this, and I've got them everywhere.
Sweetie.
Well, I improved a little bit with the journal. That has helped.
Or straw.
True, yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Yeah. But okay, I'm sorry.
How many,
Yeah, go ahead.
how many in our mastermind signed up for the Deal.ai? Do we have a lot of people?
Everyone but Donna, Miss Donna and Jeffrey.
Okay. So that's a good amount.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why we're going to spend a little more time focusing on it, because it's going to benefit everyone pretty much, and Jeffrey will too once he gets focused, through what he's going through.
Well,
I'm pretty sure.
I'm wondering with this Friday sale coming up, would we, because I don't know how many people are going to be able to be here on Thanksgiving. I will probably be able to, but I'm wondering if devoting some of the time tomorrow talking about the Black Friday and just so people can be prepared to take advantage of it if they want to. I don't know enough to speak to it, but I know enough to ask the question.
Suzanne, did you and Joey get it already? And have you started browsing through some of the apps?
No, we didn't do the Black Friday deal. I'm spending almost $2,000 on my truck right now, so
Yeah,
we're driving.
Yeah,
We could
We're
have.
driving
We
my
were
buddy's
right
vehicle
there,
right
and
now.
it was like, oh.
You're like,
yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it now, but I'm just thinking if there's somebody that does want to utilize it, I want to make sure that they have the opportunity to make the choice before it's too late.
Yeah, it's a good deal.
It's a
It
hell
is
of
a good deal if you're going to use it all. It's so the advantage to paying monthly is if you're not going to use all that stuff, you can just add it on as you do need it and start to use it. So you're not paying for it the whole time. But even with that, I think that discount's so big that it would make up for it.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, and if you're actually using it and paying it on a monthly basis,
Yeah,
it hopefully you'll fund it based on the results.
Yeah. Well,
So if you don't take advantage of it this year, hopefully they do something similar next year.
and if you're doing affiliate or white label, you know, you're going to pay your stuff anyway. So that's the thing. Our stuff's it's paid for based on everybody else that's affiliated or that's bought our white label, but we don't have access to everything yet. So it would be nice to be able to just drop that and be done with it.
I really want
But,
that book daddy. Like, I mean, I think Only Famous is really good too. But I really want that book daddy. It's like, ooh, that looks so good. And he's not white labeling
yeah,
it. So you don't have to compete with anyone. This is going to be like, you get it and not everyone's going to have it. And that part is like kind of cool. So I like that not everyone's going to have that. And
And
looking at his, go ahead.
that's supposed to be better than that booklet, isn't it?
Yes,
it looks way better.
it does. Anytime I've looked at it, it's like, oh man, that looks good. I thought about even like us getting it for a few months and like just doubling down really hard on it because it's like, but we gotta have the time to make it worth it. And that is the cool thing about the subscription model. You just go, you get ready for it, you get all your other shit together, and then you jump in there and you're like, okay, now I'm ready to go in here and use this app right here. I'm not paying for something that I'm not using. And I thought about doing that with Only Famous too. It's like, okay, let me try it out for a month, but I'm not ready for it quite yet. I need to get all this up. And then I'd like to jump in there into that one. But then you start adding up your subscriptions too. And it's like, ah, shit. So,
I know it kills you.
yeah. And I was actually
Well, it also raises the urgency to get something coming back.
Right.
yeah, it does. It sure does.
Yeah, if it's all sitting there perpetually, you're less motivated to do something to get it moving.
Right.
It's true.
Yeah, very good point, Sully. Really good point. Well, I know we didn't build anything, and we got to jump onto another call real quick, but I hope that this was a little bit helpful, and it definitely helped me. So
I think it's a good idea. Like Sully said, let's bring up that thing in the morning, see if anybody wants to go down that road, because if they do want to take advantage of it, it'd be good for them.
yeah.